You know who sold the slaves to the British and the French? Other blacks in Africa. They sold blacks from other tribes. They were slaves to blacks. They sold them. Ghana, maybe in Ghana. It was blacks selling blacks because it was easy. The blacks were selling them. Blacks wanted to sell. They had lots of them to sell. So the British, it was the British brought them. First they brought to Jamaica. That's why Jamaica's all black. It was all slaves for the sugar cane fields. For sugar cane. The French did too. Haiti is all black because the French, Africans in Jamaica, yes, to work sugar cane, sugar. The French brought to Haiti, same thing, to work sugar cane. Haiti is French, they speak French. Haiti is the poorest country in the New World. Well, Venezuela. How did they get them to the New World? Well, first of all, do you know that more white people were slaves under the Ottomans than blacks in the United States? Did you know that? It's true. And it wasn't just the United States. You know the last country to get rid of slavery? What was the last country to get rid of slavery? Black slaves. Do you know what country was the last? It was 1898. 1898. Brazil. Brazil was the last country to get rid of black slaves. 1898. What do you mean, how'd they move? Oh, in the fields, agriculture. In the South. No U.S. president brought slaves. Slaves came where it was still English colony. The English brought the slaves. Molasses, rum, and slaves. Oh, the blacks, no, they didn't move to Asia, to the Americas. French, English, Spanish, Portuguese all brought slaves. The Spanish made the Indians, the native people, slaves in South America. They were slaves. In the mines, Potosí in Bolivia was a terrible place. Many slaves died at Potosí in Bolivia, the silver mines. In Bolivia, at Potosí, they made the Indian slaves, the local Indians. Spanish were the cruelest. Spanish were cruel, yeah. Spanish were the most cruel. They didn't care if they died or not. They didn't care. You know what's really interesting is what they call the Columbian Exchange. You know what the Columbian Exchange is? It was after Columbus and the people came to the New World. They brought things to Europe that Europe never had. Did you know before Columbus discovered the New World, there were no potatoes in Europe. There were no beans in Europe or Asia. Every kind of bean there is came from South America, Peru, Bolivia. Every bean, every bean. And potatoes. Every potato there is came from Bolivia and Peru. The Andes. All potatoes came. So there were no potatoes in Europe. No beans. No tomatoes. Tomatoes came from Mexico. Spanish thought they were poison. Spanish wouldn't eat them at first. They thought it was poison. Came from Mexico. Pineapple came from Mexico. Corn came from Mexico. None of those were in Europe. None of them in Europe or Asia. None. Also, syphilis. They brought syphilis to Europe. Cocoa. Chocolate came from Mexico and Central America. Chocolate. Tobacco. Tobacco came from North America. Came to England. Sir Francis Drake brought it back. No, Raleigh brought it back. From Virginia, tobacco, cigarettes, cigars. They're all from the New World. All from the New World. Europe had wheat. Europe had wheat. And worms. What else did you eat? Everything we eat today came from here, from the New World. It's called the Columbian Exchange. Turkey came from the New World. Turkey. The turkey bird came from the New World. There's still slaves in the world. There are still slaves. Arabs still have slaves. It was, yeah. It's all black.